What's up, boys and girls? Creeposaur from Creeposaur Inc. here, and today I'm back for some more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Content after my long absence from making any videos, or saying anything on YouTube, or communicating with any of you. So I am very sorry for that, and the growth has still been there and everything, which I still really appreciate. There goes my garage. My family just got home. Grand. Anyway, so hopefully I can, before that, let that stop. Anyway, we're in this video to do a Burning Abyss deck profile. That's probably why you guys clicked here. That's probably why you guys are here. If you guys are new, hello. If you guys are from before, what's up? Some stuff came up. I had to, I helped my brother move out. So moving to his new place, moving stuff back and forth is hard. You know, tests and stuff in school because it's getting to the end of the school year. Just a whole bunch of things compiling from school, helping my brother move out. Cleaning upstairs is where I'm moving up to, so I have like a bigger space, and all those things being put together equals no time for videos. I recorded a video, I was unable to edit it, I didn't have the time, so let's just jump right in this deck profile. We got Blastoise as always, best card in the format, of course. So first off, we got the tour guide. Every Burning Abyss player knows this card. This card's amazing, or when it was at 3, it was the nuts, but now it's at 1, it's still just as good because you can search it with Scarm, and that makes it even better because you have the ability to just like end phase Scarm, and then you'll have like a play just in case you don't draw anything good. And it's just a 1-card Dante as long as it doesn't get Veilered, so this card's amazing. I love it to bits, and if it doesn't get Veilered, it's my best friend. Anyway, so I'm not playing the Phantom Knight engine, so I'm playing the Terratop engine, and of course, to go along with the 3 Terratop, is the 1 Takaton board. This is my favorite card in the deck. It's a 1-card Dante as well. It's like Tour Guide 2.0. And it's great because it gets special summon, so it doesn't use up your normal summon, so that opens up more normal summons for the turn, so you can like normal summon a Graph or Seer or whatever, so you can get those plays off as well. So that's really, really good and helpful, and that card is amazing. Favorite card in the deck. Next up, we got the 3 Maxi, of course. No explanation for that. And then we got the 3 Fiendish Rhino, of course, as well. I really wish this was a Burning Abyss card so that I can also discard it with for Beatrice and stuff like that, but this card is just as good. It's what it needed after the ban list, so that was an amazing card. I finally got my hands on it too. It took me a while. Next up, we got Graph, God, and then we got 2 Seer, because these cards got hit on the ban list. I would play more if I could. I don't know if I would play 3 Graph. I know people will be like, why wouldn't you play 3 Graph? 2 Graph, if I had the ability to play 2 Graph, seems just about right, because it's going to reoccur a lot anyway, because you're going to be hitting it with Seer. But right now, I do really feel that 2-1 is actually a really good number. It doesn't hurt the deck all that much. Sure, you're just a little hindered with the fact that Graph's at 1, but it's a really good, it was a good hit. It didn't hinder the deck too much, and it gave us, you know, it opened up spots for a lot more of the cards, and it wasn't too bad of a hit, and the deck is still amazing. It's great, and now that we have access to it with Premium Gold, it's even better. So next up, we got ourselves 3 Scarm, Searcher of the deck, amazing, necessary in the deck, obviously, since we lost the 1 Seer and the 2 Graph. It's great because then you can search out the Graph that you need, or you can search out, obviously, of course, the Tour Guide, or any other Fiend. I'm almost positive you can search out the Rhino, if I remember correctly. He's a Dark. No, he's an Earth. Never mind. Yeah, you can search out the Tour Guide, or any other piece you need. So if you need to search something so that next turn you can make a Beatrice, there you go. Next card, the card that is a little controversial, is the Farfa. Is that a lot of people are advocating 2 Farfas, but I really like the idea of having 3 Farfas because I like being able to have access to it anywhere in the deck or in the game state that I'm in. I like having it in the deck, grave, hand, anywhere you can possibly have it, or even on the field, because I want to be able to do stuff with it. In terms of, like, if I have a Beatrice on board, I can activate it by, you know, detaching and getting it from deck, or I can just card it with Beatrice, or I can just summon a Dante with it, then detach, and then you get, it just keeps your plays going, and I like having the ability to have 3 of these. I run through all 3 of them almost every single game I play. This card is too good not to play at 3, and you gotta play that mismatch rarity, the 2 gold and the 1 rare, because I couldn't get my hands on another gold rare. That's kind of annoying. That card's amazing, one of my favorite cards in the deck. Next up, we got the Barbar for time, then we got the Calcab. Calcab is becoming more and more one of my more favorite cards in the deck because it just clears board. I hate back row, because that's annoying in this deck. If you get hit by like a time space, which is really annoying, I like having this card just clear more back row on top of more back row hate. I'm testing if I want to drop, what is it, either Rubik or Calcab. Rubik doesn't really do much because he doesn't have any grave effects, so I might like want to put another cowl cab in there so I can just like do more things just in case I already run through this one. These two out of the one ofs for Burning Abyss is amazing, and then we got the one Alec. Don't really see it much. I don't really happen to like see it. It's just good because if you have Beatrice on board, you can pretty much Veil or something. So that's worth putting it to 2, but I don't really see the. I'd rather the back row hate stuff. And that's it for the monsters. That's a pretty hefty monster count. It's the biggest monster count I think I've played in a while, if I'm thinking correctly. Anyway, so back into the deck profile, we got obviously the Regeki Double Dark Hole for board clearing and just fixing if I get like Flying Sea or like I can Dark Hole my field, or just pretty much destroy everything. Next up, we got the 1 Twin Twister and the 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. Obviously, if I had the other 2 Twin Twister, I would play them. I've only had the chance to get my hand on 1 as of right now, but in the future I will have the 3 in total because that card is free in this deck. We got the 1 Foolish, and that's it for the spells. We play 7 spells. And then the next up, what we got here is the Fire Lake and the Traveler and the Burning Abyss. You guys are probably wondering, oh, why aren't you playing more of this card? Oh, why are you playing more of this card? The reason is because I like having the ability to special summon monsters, or just being able to, special summon monsters so I can make things. But I don't really like traps in this deck. I don't like setting anything in this deck. If I already have an established board, then I'll set things. But I don't like having set stuff from like previous boards that got destroyed. Because it blocks me out from making plays, obviously, and it really, each of these cards have their own, like, moments, but if anything, I would rather add these back with Dante. That's what it comes down to, and really, I don't like these cards. Like, they have good effects, yes, they can blow up things, they're incredible at everything, but I just personally don't like them. I don't really like traps in this deck at all. But they have to be there for those plays that they can get off, and just so that you can keep the game state going. But more than anything else, the monsters are just like the main point of the deck, obviously, of course, because you're just in the Dante.deck. Next up, we got the 2 Horn of Heaven. We're playing 2 Breakthrough Skill because I can't afford strikes. And then we're playing Solemn and Bottomless Trap Hole. I've been thinking of trying out some crazy techs. I'll talk about that if I get to like a more fleshed out build. This build might be the one that I'm playing for a really long time because I like this build personally, except for like the trap lineup. But that's about it. So we got the 1 Blastoise, so that's a 40 card main deck, and then the extra deck is 15. The extra deck, I'm missing 1 card, so don't judge me. So we got the double Beatrice, of course. With this coming out in Premium Gold, this makes this deck even more insane. It makes the deck even better, even stronger, because you can just chain Beatrice's effect and then just like detach a Dante, do all that craziness, save your opponent's trying to joke, or you can just detach from Beatrice and then stop it with an Alec, which is always good. And then next up, we got, I'll just move this out of the way, we got ourselves triple Dante, if I had it, but right now we're playing 2, so if I had the 3rd Dante, it would be here, and then you'll see what I'm playing in here just to replace the Dante for now. We got the Dante Pilgrim, that card's the nuts with Beatrice, and then we got Virgil. I have not made this card yet, but in theory this card is very, very good, and it was good in many, many formats. Well, not many formats ago, but a couple formats ago. So we got the double F-Zero, Insane against the Cosmo matchup. I can confirm this, I think pretty much everyone else can confirm this. This is Insane against the Cosmo matchup. You make this turn 1 against the Cosmos, or if you're going second, you make this against the Cosmos, take their Dark Planet, take their Dark Lady, take their Dark Destroyer, take their anything, and they can't really do much because they don't want anything happening to their monsters. So this card's insane. It can't get destroyed. You take their stuff. It's great. I love it. And if you're playing against BA, what's really, really cool is that you can attack with this, take their Dante, right? In the main phase 2, if I'm thinking correctly, you take their, you can just like make a Beatrice with their Dante, which is really, really cool, and I like that. So the 1 card that I am playing, I actually I'm a big advocate of this card. Unless I get that other guy, I might make space for that, the Digibug guy, I don't remember his name. This guy's really good because it just opens up OTKs because they're 300 sticks, so that's really good, and it's an ultimate rare, so that's also nice. We got the 49 Fortune Tune. This card's really good because, okay, the reason why I like this card so much, and the reason why I'm such a big advocate of this card, I'm pretty sure other Burning Abyss players already know about this card, because it's generic 3, so it works well with this deck, of course. But the thing is that when you put it in defense, obviously it won't get destroyed and you won't take any damage. Well, it won't get destroyed because of its effect, but you can attach one from this card if this card would be destroyed in any way or whatever, and then you can get that grave effect. But then every standby phase you gain 500, so you can think of it in a way that you're just gaining life points just in case you're gonna get barred for time, or you're just gaining life points just preemptively just in case. And then when this gets destroyed, eventually, you can choose 2 Burning Abyss monsters, because you can choose any level 3 monsters in your graveyard, and then put them back in your deck, and then put this back in your extra deck. That's really weird because it just recycles itself and recycles stuff in the graveyard. So theoretically, you could just like put this back in the deck and then put back like a used craft, and then just like a if you haven't seen any other like Farfas, or if you haven't seen something else that or you can put the Calcab back in, which is what I did in the tournament match. I put a Calcab back in so I can just Beatrice the Calcab to get rid of the back row, which is really, really good. I think I said that right. The 1 Acid Golem, I've made this every game that I have played so far with Burning Abyss, and it's amazing. It just finishes the OTK so well. It was worth getting the Ultra. The 47 just for the OTKs, and for time as well. The Engineer, I don't really like that card, but it's in there. The 1 card that I'm taking out is the Zenmane, because I have the 49 Fortune 2, and so it just does this guy's job better. Sure, you get to destroy stuff, but I like getting that life points and then you're cycling afterwards. It's just so much more useful. And then the Grand Pulse, of course. So yeah, I'm taking out the Zenmanes for the Dante, as I just said. And next up, we got the side deck. The only thing that I'm missing from the side deck is the 3 Mask of Restrict. If I get those, I would play those, but I'm probably going to put something else in just because I can't afford to spend $10 on a common, because it might be so good and everything, or you can get the Ultras, which are more expensive, but I just can't get my hands on them. I can't find them anywhere online. They're just a little too expensive, and I just don't have the money to get them. If I had them, I would play them, but I'll just replace them with something else that can do more stuff. So first off is the crazy tech from a tech talk, whatever I did a while back, is Silent Wallaby. This card is amazing because I can do this on my turn. I can summon this to my opponent's side of the field on my turn, and what that allows me to do is that I don't have to wait for my opponent to do something. I can just summon this to their side of the field, and then after that, what it is that there's a period after it says special summon this card to your opponent's side of the field. After that period, your opponent now controls this card, so the effect will apply to them in terms of, like, the effect will go off in this order. So what happens is that, I'll read it for you. So during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field, period. When summoned this way, draw 1 card, and if you do, your opponent gains 2,000 life points. You can only use the effect of Silent Wallaby once per turn. The hand size of your of the card controller becomes 3. So I will gain the 2,000 life points. Of course, my opponent will get to draw 1, which isn't all that great, but it's a good trade-off because in the end, your opponent's hand size becomes 3, which is amazing. So as long as this is on the field, unless they have like a Fiendish Runner or something, it's a level 4, so they can't do anything with it unless they have like Horn of Heaven or whatever in the mirror match, or you just want to stop some crazy other deck or rogue. I don't know. But this is for the Burning Abyss matchup. So you summon this, they're side of the field, they get grave effects, but they can't really do anything. In terms of they can't bring monsters out of the graveyard if you hit like a Seer. So this card's really good because it stops them from doing things. You don't have to wait for them to do stuff. It's a 2,000 defense, so that's really good. It's just good overall because if they want to barbar you for time, they can't because you've gained that 2,000 life points, and then their plays are hindered because they can only work so much with the hand that they have. So it's really, really good, and I love this card to bits. I'm glad that I read into it more, and I'm glad that it's just another Flying Sea just in case your Flying Sea gets outed. Speaking of Flying Sea, double Flying Sea. Just that card is really, really good. The only problem that I had with it in the tournament, no, it's not a problem, it's just that it got Horn of Heaven, which wasn't great. Next up, which is the nuts, enemy controller, because you can just take their Dante and make a Beatrice. Or just tribute the Flying Sea and take their Dante. It's just good overall. So next up for Cosmo, we have Imperial Iron Wall, and then for the last traps, we have Mistress of the Gnomes, because you just can send any card with Beatrice. So it's great. This card plus this card equals they can't play Cosmo. So yeah, my side deck is really geared towards the mirror match because that's the hardest matchup I have because I get a little confused sometimes. I don't know exactly what to play because I've only been playing the deck for so long. I know it's been out for a very long time and I've been wanting to play it for a very long time. It's just hard when you're just watching someone or just playing on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and then you bring the deck into real life and you play it yourself. It's just a little bit different in the fact that you forget some things. You forget like, oh, this happens in this order, and it just messes with your head sometimes. That's just me personally. Message in the comment section below if that's the same problem you guys have. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for sticking it out. I know it's been like 3.5 weeks. I'm sorry about that, but I've tried my best to get back to it, but I couldn't. I couldn't record videos because I just didn't have the time, really. And when I got home from school, it was just too late. I couldn't really do much. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button as hard as you can, and subscribe to my channel for some more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. And as always, hope you enjoyed.